Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Hey guys, Laughing Up Fuzzball70 here. Hope you're all well. Today we're going to check out Star Wars Return of the Jedi, the man himself, Prune Face. Or as it says on the card, what am I going to say here? I want to say Orrimaarko. Orrimaarko? Prune Face. Prune Face to me, because I'm an old guy. Maybe Orrimaarko to some of you younger guys. But to me, Prune Face. He's on VC114 from the last wave of the vintage collection, at least for the time being. And as you can see in front of you now, he is there on his bubble or encased in his plastic prison and loose. Let's check out the card first. Okay, so the card itself, as you can see, it says Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Orrimaarko, in brackets, and Prune Face. The back of the bubble is, I suppose, what am I going to say, like a browny, orangey type colour, and it's all a bit of a sandy colour in its total description. He comes with accessories of a rifle. I'll come on to the rifle in a minute because somebody wants me to talk about the rifle. His pistol and a communicator within the bubble. And on the back of the card, as we come to expect, and I keep saying come to expect, you'll note that if I can get the card to stand up, which I can't. Stand up. Stand up card. On the back of the card, you'll see other figures from the actual final wave itself. You've got Darth Vader up there, also is available on the Lost Line. Below you've got a very realistic looking Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Clone Wars, Ahsoka, who I recently reviewed, and the amazing Sand Trooper I can't stop talking about. Right, let's have a close look at the figure itself. Okay, the things that you need to know about Prune Face. He's got 14 points of articulation, which I guess is pretty standard now. I'm not sure if I should even say that anymore, but he's got 14 points of articulation. He is a kit-bashed figure though, in that most of his body is really Legacy Collection Major Pano as opposed to a brand new figure. However, the brand new bits are probably the most relevant bits to him. It is a brand new sculpt to his head and a brand new sculpt to his hands. His head, I can't help but think his head, from a proportion point of view, it kind of reminds me of E.T. The back part, at least, anyway. He certainly has something of the E.T. going on about him. As far as his accessories are concerned, he has his communicator, which you see attached to the top of his cloak. The cloak itself is soft good. It's pretty malleable, so that's pretty easy to move around and configure how you want. He also comes with his pistol. I have to say, the pistol, I don't know if it's just particularly my particular version of him, but it doesn't sit very comfortably in the hand. At least it's a bit limp wrist. He also comes with his rifle. His rifle is actually based on a German Mauser. I'm reliably informed by MkmFilms, another fellow YouTuber here within the community. Details down below. It's based on a Mauser, a German rifle from, I believe, the First World War. They were certainly used all the way through the First World War and Second World War. Anyway, I digress. Let's have a look at him without the cloak so you can get a better idea of the actual figure and his proportions itself. Right, I don't care what anybody says. This is E.T.'s dad, and he's come to get his boy. So don't get in his way, because he's going to burn your ass if you do. Joking aside, he's a pretty good figure. I think on some of the channels they've raved about him, and maybe I expected a little bit more from him than I actually got. The annoyance for me is the way he holds his pistol. Just can't get him to grip that properly. The plastic in his hand, and indeed the pistol, seemed too flexible for him to actually hold that firmly. However, the rifle on the other side he holds really well. The other final negative for me is, once again, and it might be, please guys bear this in mind, it might well be just my figure. But the other thing for me is that his centre of balance, it seems difficult. I don't know whether it's because it's something to do with his peanut head, but his centre of balance to me doesn't seem quite right. Once again, easily solved by an action figure stand or a bit of blue tack, but for me the centre of balance isn't quite right. Currently available at SpaceHutt.com, details down below, so check that out. But as always, your thoughts, feedback and comment are very much welcomed. And until the next time, take care of yourselves now. Cheers. Fuzz.